So it's basically just a concert.
Let's try this again because everything's fucking up. Okay. This is like the third or fourth attempt.
Name what books you have on that shelf.
The entire Joe Legend novel series. Aragon series.
You know, I never got through Inheritance.
Bible.
I never
Bible?
got. Jesus Christ!
I have a Bible.
You have a Bible.
Yeah.
Why?
Have you ever read this Bible?
Why?
I have read a few passages in the Bible.
You read a few passages.
Sometimes,
A
when
few.
my mom's a hardcore Christian, and one time she gave me a Bible, and she's like, "Here, just so you have a fucking Bible. If you ever need, to swear off
To
somebody,
be saved,
just to save your,
friends
pagan
from
soul."
You ever need to save your friends from an exorcism?
Is your soul saved, Neiman?
No.
No, the few passages didn't do it for you.
No, it really didn't.
No.
Nope.
Maybe you should read a few more. And
I thought it was kind of gay.
This man just called the Bible gay. I can't. So, okay. This is Booboo Kitty Fuck podcast number 1, where we're talking about the Bible being gay, I guess, is what is our
The
topic.
4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Yeah.
There's
yes.
Pat, shut the fuck up.
Clavine just doesn't want to show his pretty face, is what it is.
It's true. He would have to get on camera, and I don't think he can do that to himself. Anyways, Neiman, I never got through the Aragon series. Was the last book any good?
Favorite series growing up, but I can't say that the ending was very satisfying.
Okay, for anybody who's not going to, what even fucking happened?
Spoilers, maybe?
Yeah, like the last ending. Yeah, like the whole thing. Does the dragon just die? And you're like, well, that's annoying.
No, they kill the giant black dragon, they save the kingdom, and then Aragon fucking flies across the ocean and leaves that elf bitch and her dragon on the mainland. And Aragon flies away with the rest of the eggs. He's like, yo, we're just gonna go hatch these motherfucking dragons elsewhere.
It's
love interest, not for me.
In-depth description.
The sexual tension and love interest built up between 2,000 pages is crushed.
So
himself.
I actually aged out of that series. Like, by the time he released the final book, I was in books where, like, when I looked at that shit, the words were just fucking huge and jarring. I was like, holy shit! I could get through this thing in, like, an hour with how big these fucking words are. But I've been reading, not been reading anymore, but I was reading the, Prism series, I think is what's called. I think it's like the Broken Prism series or whatever. It's Brent Weeks, and it's fucking... It was supposed to be 3 books, and they decided to make it 4, and they released the 4th book, and at the very beginning he said, so I wrote the 4th book, and it was too long, so I split it in half. I was like, okay, cool, so it's going to be 2 shorter books, and he's like, I'll release the 5th book in a couple of years. So it took him like 2 years to release the 5th book. The 4th book has 900 pages, the 5th book has 1,500 pages! I was like, okay.
Excuse me?
But I'm truly curious to see what happens, because they've been building up this, I haven't been able to read it yet, because I have been determined to finish the book I'm currently reading before I get to that point. And at the end of the 4th book, actually it's at the end of the 3rd or whatever, they're building this tension between him and this love interest that he's grown up with for a very long time. And he ends up going and marrying this other chick for political reasons. And then they're like, we don't like each other. We don't like each other. In the end of the 4th book, they magically have sex because she has an issue with sex, something with her nether regions that makes it impossible. They finally get to that point, they're like, okay, cool. That means they love each other, is how that's supposed to be interpreted. But I was like, but what about the other girl? I liked her better. So I'm honestly curious to see if they just kill her off. And then I'll be pissed. I'll be so mad.
Magical sex.
I don't think it's gonna... It's not magical. It was, it's an actual fucking legitimate, not illness, but like...
Vaginismus?
Where
the
you
pussy
have
is
an
too
asshole
tight?
instead of a pussy, right?
It clamps...
Pussy there.
It's not that it's too tight. It, clamps up. Like
Vaginismus.
Yeah,
I can't say it. But yeah.
That's what she had. And for that, through the entire book, they kept trying to have sex and couldn't, and then the very last, like, 3 pages, they did, and they're like, ah!
Because
I was like, I still hate this chick.
a lot
Like,
of
she's had a lot
times,
of character growth.
it's psychological.
It is psychological, is what it was. That's what they ended up calling it or whatever. But they were just like, ah! And she's had so much character growth that she's not an absolute piece of shit anymore, and you, like, learn into her backstory, and I'm still like, I still hate this bitch. Could we just not? Could she die at the end of the book, and then he gets with the other chick? I'd be fine with that. But that's because the other chick's a tiny badass assassin. And you know me and my love of badass assassin tiny chicks.
With tattoos.
Yes.
Man, I can't imagine reading no book where some kind of important plot point is why this bitch's pussy can't be fucked, dude.
It was an important plot point.
That's
because
a damn good plot point, man.
So
Fuck
it's an important plot point because what ends up happening is, and I'm not explaining the whole book to you. There are 2 warring factions, and the main protagonist ends up, you find out he's the son of some important dude, so he ends up leading one army. And in order to expand his army, he has this political marriage to Tanis, I think is her name, or something. And she's like super hot. But he's just like, but you're a bitch, but she's super hot. And so the point is, they can't consummate the marriage, and if they can't consummate the marriage, then they're afraid the alliance is going to fall apart because they'll have to get divorced or whatever because the gods are against it or some dumb shit. So that's why it's a major plot point, yeah.
If
So when
you can't have sex, you can't love each other.
So when they but they don't love each other. That's the point. It's a political fucking marriage. But so when they consummate it, everybody's like, woohoo! The armies don't have to fucking break up. We can actually win this war. You have to realize this is a book where, like, magical powers stem from the fucking light spectrum. Like, the whole point of the reason why it's called the Broken Prism is because the leader of the nation is named the Prism because he can control all of these different colors of light or some shit. And, like, each different prism of light does a different thing. Green, you spout fucking crystals everywhere. Yellow, you make, I think it was like a really elastic, like, material that you can use for a bunch of different things. Red, you just make fucking fire everywhere. Blue, chilling things out, ice, that kind of shit. And so he's apparently like the son of the Prism or some dumb shit. But yeah,
What
so
you're telling me is everyone in his kingdom is on the spectrum.
yes. Well, no, because there are normies. There are normies in this kingdom, and they are just in the army, and they don't get to do fancy things. They don't get to go to fancy school like these other kids that can access their powers can.
Imagine being born without superpowers in a world with fucking superpowers, dude. I'd kill myself.
You know the funniest part too is that in that world, it's a patriarchal society. But women are stronger than men when they have these superpowers. Nice.
So it should be a matriarchal.
No,
It should be matriarchal then.
You would
make sense.
You would think, but the reason they say they're stronger is the reason that it's a patriarchal society is because the Prism is always a male. So the guy who can control all the colors is always a male. But the women, when they become these superpowered whatever, they are stronger than men mostly, unless the men have a specific gene that allows them to. Because it is more often in women than men that what is that thing called? Where you can perceive colors better, so like someone can perceive different variations in blue. Whereas like I might just see fucking blue, this person sees
Crimson,
like
ocean blue,
yeah, that kind of shit. They see the minute ones, so they have better control over it, is what it is, and therefore they're stronger.
As the Prism, we accept all colors. We don't have any racial inequality. But women being stronger than men, we can't fucking accept that. That's just unacceptable.
I just thought it was weird. I was like, shouldn't it then be a matriarchy? But no, apparently the Prism's just always the fucking guy, man.
That sounds sexist.
Yeah.
Boycott this book.
No, because
boycott this book.
Boycott the book.
Because this author is
like
fantastic. That author, he is my favorite author of all time. So I don't
know sus males. Fucking
it's cis male. Oh my god,
sus male. I don't know.
These are some fucking sus males over here. Yeah.
Sus male over here. Goddamn.
Sus male.
Jesus.
That motherfucker, dude.
It's very sus.
I don't know. the Jonathan Mulberry books, they're about terrorists and zombies. Fucking A.
Hey,
The one I'm reading now
so is the Bible.
Fair.
Yeah, dude.
Fair.
It's got aliens, a lot of
The
aliens.
Bible does. I
It's
got
got aliens, it's got magic, it's got zombies.
There's got to be terrorism in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Would you count Lucifer as a terrorist?
I mean,
He is actively sabotaging and undermining God's work.
the Romans considered Jesus a terrorist, I think, right?
So, as the
Why
first
they-
episode of this podcast is getting named, let's tear apart the Bible real quick.
Why not? While we're here.
Oh, but where it starts off is some bitch named Mary decides that she doesn't want to tell her husband she's cheating, so she's had a bird.
I gotta find this. It was a Reddit post the other day, and it was a Reddit post actually earlier today, and it was it said like my mom will never let me rap the nativity scene again, and it was like wise man, I like Mother Mary or something like that. All I remember out of it was as you go down, there is suspiciously white Jesus, and then hashtag sheeple.
Oh no. Yeah, that's my favorite. Jesus is the only white man. In fucking,
Jesus was definitely very dark.
Yeah, he's the only white man
Very,
in the Bible.
very dark. Well, that's because Americans made him white, right? Or
The Western,
Europeans.
the Western.
Western world. The Western world.
Yeah, I was going to say, we didn't do that. We did a lot of shit, but we didn't do that.
The Europeans, but thusly us, and it just keeps going on and on.
It was
Can't blame
mostly-
Americans for everything, okay?
Yeah,
We
no,
weren't around,
Americans are shit.
right?
We're all shit. We're all crazy.
Personally, I'm
Talk
gonna
to any
blame.
fucking anyone that's not American. Americans are fucking insane.
I'm gonna blame Martin Luther. It's me.
Yeah, it's all Martin Luther's fault.
Yeah,
Damn
me
him
too.
for his list of I don't know how many.
We should name a
Quite
street after that guy or something.
It's not Martin Luther King. It's actually Martin Luther. He's the one. He was the leader of the, or he was the what?
He started the
Dad,
Protestant
the
basically.
father of the Protestant. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should name a street after that guy too.
Fuck you. Jesus Christ.
The only religious people that I think are just straight up batshit are probably Mormons.
Oh, dude, are you serious? How
Oh,
dare
wait,
you?
no, Scientologists. There we go. Those
How dare you?
Hey,
How
speaking of
dare you
Scientologists,
think
speaking of Scientology, we are right by Clearwater, which is the center of one of the
Scientology
centers
capital of the
Scientology
world, baby.
yeah. Besides, LA.
I don't know how you can't. I don't know how you, Seth, of all people, can't think that the Garden of Eden is in Jackson County, Missouri. How dare you? How fucking dare you think the Garden of Eden is not in Jackson County, Missouri? And then when I die, I don't get a fucking planet. How dare you?
Yes, he found commandments. Where are
God
they?
and Jesus have their own planets, and when I die, I get my own planet.
God said I couldn't write them down.
Only I can know them.
Mormon Jesus.
And I can tell you, and I can change them if I want to just a little bit.
Oh, that should be our opening if we ever make this a thing. Just more Jesus.
Mormon Jesus.
Yeah,
Who is Mormon Jesus?
What'd you say?
Who is Mormon Jesus?
He's Jesus if he was Mormon.
The
Smile.
Hunt. That can be the name. The Hunt for Mormon Jesus.
Oh no,
I
all
don't, are we
three
trying to
Mormons
prove he
use
exists, or did he get out and we have to wrangle him?
Either way.
all
Doesn't
three
matter.
Mormons.
Maybe both. Maybe we'll find them first, and then if we want to, we can hunt them after.
Oh, here we go.
Wrangle him over.
Here we go. I'm pretty sure my mom will never again ask me to help with putting away the nativity scene. Yes, Mother of God, Holy Cow, Wise Guy, Stepdad, an oddly white Jesus,
it's a wise
and,
guy.
and hashtag sheeple.
Hey, a wise guy, eh? Wise guy. I think the Mafia and the nativity scene would be much better. That'd be much more interesting. Having the three wise guys.
The three wise guys. Oh, what? Jesus is just born in a
Hey, I
Chicago
bought
barn?
you some myrrh. We got you some gold.
Instead of a donkey in the corner, it's just a
Hey,
chopped
baby
up horse.
mama.
Relive the
Hey,
Godfather.
Fat Susan! I really wish you'd stop calling me Fat Susan. Hey, forget about it. What is this? I forget about it.
Fat Mary, you're not fat anymore. You had the baby.
Yeah. It needs a lot of this.
This is gonna get pulled from YouTube immediately.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. God.
But yeah, now that we're actually here, 15 minutes in, the weird starting of this was me trying to figure out how to make it work.
All right.
10 minutes.
All right, boys. Here we go. This'll make everything make sense.
Here.
What'd you do?
See it.
Fucking this.
Fat Susan! No pizza for Fat Joey tonight, capiche? Stop calling me Fat Susan! Come on about it! Come on! Rival gangs.
Walking in.
Forget about it. I'm walking in.
You are obsessed with that video.
That one part is so fucking good.
I still can't get people to say bada boom back.
Bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom. I never get a bada boom. Man.
Hey,
are you just going to random people?
Who wants to do 12 whippets and fuck up a wall?
You're lady over there on the porch. Bada bing.
Who wants to do 12 whippets and fuck up a Walgreens?
That's the opening to the podcast.
I'd have to literally credit that shit every fucking time. Who wants to do 12 whippets and fuck up a Walgreens?
Oh, God.
I showed that to Neiman, and Neiman just goes, "You ever done a whippet?" I was like, "No."
No. Who has
the fucking kill you? Legit, they can kill you. Like one whippet can kill you.
Yeah, but
I don't know what a whippet
one
is.
whippet's gonna kill you like one drop of water.
You got the aerosol cans, right? You got the. Oh, why am I explaining this to people? I probably shouldn't. Oh well. You got the aerosol cans, right? The whippets are usually they're like the smaller containers, but whippets when you use the aerosol and you get high off it.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
Wait,
for a second, I thought
what a whippet was?
No, I had no idea.
A whippet's when you sniff what's left over in the whip topping can and you get a little buzz. You ever do that?
Sunshine.
It's like that little bit of compressed air in the whip topping can. You fucking take a big whiff of that shit and it gets you.
God, no, that sounds awful.
It can legit. I can like fuck your brain up.
You gotta remember, last year was when I learned about fucking air alcohol. Like balloon alcohol.
Have you heard about the butt injections of the alcohol?
Well, it's not vaping booze. It's the fucking it's just putting the booze vapors into a balloon and just inhaling the balloon.
All right, I was there. Wasn't I there were you there when we did that?
Yeah, I did it with that was honestly of all the drinking that me and your fucking fraternity brother did that night, that fucked us up the most. That was rough because that shit goes right into your bloodstream. You're just like, nah, you just bypass all that fucking breakdown shit.
This kid tried to keep up with my fraternity brother who drinks heavily. Well, not drinking that. He doesn't drink that much.
I don't.
It was a bad night.
But when your fraternity brother was there, okay, it was only really a bad night for like one reason. And that was literally because I wasn't hitting on that person in the wedding train. I was just trying to get them to have a good time, but their entire fucking posse thought I was, so I got into a little bit of trouble. It wasn't really that big a deal, but apparently they thought it was. And then your best friend got fucking smashed and thought he could smash a girl who he didn't get the number from, so he chased her to some fucking ghetto-ass strip club at 3 a.m.
Yeah, so Foxy's like dead. Like he's wanted.
Oh, I'm in the back seat doing this. Yeah.
He's like, we need to go. I'm like, fine, I'll get him to go. My fraternity brother is saying no because he wants to get laid, and when he tries to get laid, he can't get laid.
I also danced with a bunch of fucking go-go girls in mass. That was weird.
You spent like $500 on that one chick.
What?
Yeah.
No.
The makeup.
Whoa, those were $3 shots, and I spent maybe $80. Calm down.
Maybe 80.
And it's because she was very convincing. But hey, I didn't spend $80 to get her to get a body shot off of her, which is what she really wanted.
Yeah, she was charging a lot.
It was $10 body shots, unless it was her specifically. Then it was $80. You're like, no.
But yeah, Foxy's about passed out, and my fraternity brother's trying to get laid. So he's talking to this chick, and she doesn't give him this number, but she says that we're going to a strip club, and you should come find us. But she doesn't say what strip club. So he's begging us to go to the strip club. I'm like, fine.
Ebor's got a lot of strip clubs too.
Yeah, there's like probably 10 or 15.
He was this close to getting the number, and then like one of her friends pulled her away. Yeah, he was ready to smash, but one of her friends decided to play the good friend because she would have regretted that decision.
So I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do one. Choose one strip club. I'm gonna drop you off, and that's it.
It was the shadiest thing ever. It had on the side when he got to the fucking door, $5 chicken wings. It's like, yes. No,
that's how you lure in the.
It was a bad neighborhood.
$5, like he didn't make it in the door because he wasn't willing to pay the cover charge.
That's because he didn't want to spend $30 on a cover charge when it was like 4 a.m. So he just came back to the car. I'm like, we're not going to a different one. We're going home.
In fairness, that was also my first experience with the castle, and I don't ever need to go back.
We need to go back to the castle. You like chicks with tattoos? The castle is where it's at.
I don't like fucking Blade movies. That's the problem. I don't like to go to a nightclub straight out of the fucking Blade movies where you just got a bunch of, albeit huskier go-go girls dancing about, and then everybody else is wearing fucking...
No, you lied. The go-go girls were fine.
Everybody else is wearing witch doctor masks. I kid you not. If it was not a fucking dude that goes, so, Makoto's actually the best persona girl. It was a dude in a fucking witch doctor mask who didn't know how to breathe regularly.
I'm sorry you got involved with one dude with a witch doctor mask. There were plenty of good-looking women there with tattoos who you would have found attractive if you weren't drunk off your ass.
Do we need to get back into the conversation that made Justin never want to speak with me again?
Sure, why not?
If they're over 200 pounds to know for me, and that was half those girls with tattoos.
You were not looking in the right place, my friend. There were lots of attractive women there.
I was also drunk off my ass. We had 3 shots in Castle after going to. We went what? We went to Coyote Ugly. Got trashed off of the bar girl.
Big tit makeup girl. Yeah.
Right. And then we went to the castle, had 3 more shots. Then we went back to Coyote Ugly, and had more. And that's where I got told I was hitting on somebody in the wedding party because all of her friends were dancing on the bar, but she wasn't. So I was trying to get her to have fun like the rest of the people that were there.
The castle was the only place I had fun. I was the DD. I was completely sober the entire time.
That's because you're a terrible drinking buddy. No lie. I'm sorry.
I was the DD.
That's the problem though. You're always the DD.
Because I'm fucking nice.
No, it's because ever since you had that job where you were a substance abuse counselor, every time we go out, it's, I can have one, but if I do, I can't go anywhere near a car for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, because I don't want to drink and drive. Why
am I such a bad person? Gotta fully leave my system. Can't even have a sip. Nope.
I had more than a sip. I had like 3 drinks that entire night. Maybe 3 or 4. Not drunk. See what I have to deal with?
What's the point of drinking if you're not going to get shit-faced?
Exactly. That's why I didn't drink that much.
I don't know about that one. My metabolism for alcohol is so perfect that 2 beers or 2 shots gets me that perfect buzz.
I honestly I don't mind social drinking. That was I went hard 2 times last year. I guess not last year now, but the year before last, in 2019. I went hard twice. One was with his fraternity brother, and the other one was at Bender, where I stopped drinking for 8 months.
I had to go pick his ass up.
And then Mom had to take me back downtown to pick up my car after that.
Was that after the thing you did?
Yeah, where I went and I just got absolutely fucking plastered and had to call Angela to come. I had to call Angela to call Blake to take me home.
What about that thing you did?
Honestly, why didn't you just call me?
What thing did I do?
Was that not at the same time?
What thing did I do?
The fucking hooker, the blowjob.
Oh no! That was a totally different night. No,
wait! Am I missing a story where Travis got a blowjob from a hooker?
Oh no, it was a stripper. Very different.
Okay, sorry.
And it was you know this story.
Paying a stripper for a blowjob totally doesn't make her a hooker.
Foxy falls in love with strippers.
It was the one. All right. It was the one time I ever paid to go to the private room, and the only reason I did was because she got real close, and it was a shady fucking strip club. It was really shady. Like, most of them didn't speak English in there. Or they spoke very broken English, but she got right in my ear, and she's like, please come to the private room. And I was like, nah, I don't want to. And she goes, I'll fuck you. And I went, what? Okay, now I'm curious, if nothing else. And I got a blowjob and I left. That was it.
Oh, that's not really getting fucked, though. What happened? How'd you screw it up?
I felt I could get less STD.
Condoms?
I put the condom on just to be safe, but I was... Just trust me, I was playing safe ball on that night. And yeah, so it ended up, I went there, I paid like $350 and got a blowjob from a stripper and left. It was great. Fantastic.
We have to go to the Odyssey strip club. I want to see what that looks like.
This one was... So I went to Deja Vu. You and I went to Deja Vu.
I remember this, yeah.
That was a shitty strip club.
Yeah.
And I was not having a great time there. So I decided to try another one, and I think it was like the Gold Gentlemen's Club, or something like that was what it was called. I also went into my first adult bookstore that night, or my first adult store that night, and that was weird.
They have arcades in the adult stores here. You can watch people have sex. It's kind of...
Yeah, they have. Yeah, I found the arcades. That was honestly what was weird about it. If you just go in and there's just a bunch of toys, like, whatever, that's fine. I found the arcade part of it, and I was like, oh, God. And I looked into, oh God, and I just left. I was like,
did you enjoy the glory holes?
There was no glory holes there. That's not
there are.
Not in that.
Well, which one do you go to?
Whatever one was down on Adamo Drive.
There's like 5 of them, but I think
there was
3 of them.
The one I went to did not, and it just had a fucking very short bald dude that was just standing awkwardly outside. And I was like, nah, I'm good. It's the same reason why, whilst I'm curious, I will probably never go to Eyes Wide Shut.
I'll go there.
Morbidly curious, but I'll
go there tomorrow. Let's go there tomorrow.
I don't think they're open because of COVID.
Yeah, they're open. I've looked. I've been thinking about going.
Okay, here's the problem with that.
If there's ever a place called Eyes Wide Shut, just don't fucking go. That was a weird ass goddamn movie.
Yeah, no, this club is the same basic concept. One half is the actual dance club. The other half is themed rooms. And you can have, if you bring your significant other, you can have a 15-minute tour through it. And I have had 2 girlfriends that have said they'd go with me, and we just never ended up going. But if you and I go, Blake, it's $105 charge for a single man to get in.
Oh, that's too much.
If you bring a girl, it's $30. But if you go alone, $105.
That's because people watch you have sex there.
Yeah, I know.
People want you to share your girlfriend. That's why.
Yeah. And they'll stand outside the fucking rooms, because as far as I've heard, they'll stand outside the rooms, and the only things that are stopping the rooms and making the rooms private is the same fucking like plastic sheeting that's in meat lockers. And it's just like, nah, dude. As much as I'm curious, just walk in there just one time to see what happens, just to see what it's like, just to be like, oh.
Like, I like exhibitionism as much as the next guy, but having a whole bunch of like 50-year-old bald guys standing outside wanking to it, no, I'm good.
Kaylee was into it. It was just unfortunate because it was one of those things where it was like, once COVID dies down, we'll go to the castle with Blake. Once COVID dies down, we'll go to Eyes Wide Shut. Once COVID dies down, and COVID never left, and we just broke up in that time. So any chance I had is gone.
Dude, Kaylee's sister was fucking hot. That was her sister, right? The one we got the couch from?
No.
Who was that? Her cousin?
Just a friend of hers.
Oh, she was fucking hot.
Her sister's in Orlando, man. I was supposed to meet her sister, and it never happened because we were just like, by the way, I don't like leaving my house that much. And she just wanted to go out and do a bunch of shit. And I was like, when we went to Ginny Springs, I think is when she and I were truly done. Because we went to Ginny Springs, and I was like, I don't want to actually go in the Springs. And she's like, why not? It's like, because there's 75 fucking people in that pool.
Clippy, I know you're listening. If you want to class it up, come on in.
I think there's. What was I gonna say? I had a brain
Like
stroke.
There's 75 people in that pool, and COVID is still a thing. I may not care that much about COVID, but I care enough to not go into a pool of 75 fucking people in a close proximity.
I think I was absent for the Kaylee episode. Was that the one with the kid?
No, that was Brianna.
Yeah.
Brianna was the one with the kid, and she and I had gone back and forth for 2 years. To the point that we actually just went back and forth again. But no, Kaylee was... she's the one that wanted to go out all the time and kayaking and shit. So I actually left my house. Yeah, you were gone for most of that. She's the one that... we had one date, and then she was here for a week. Like, she came home on the first date, and then she was just here for a week.
It's like most of your relationships, honestly.
Dude, I'm real good about it, man. I'm real good about that shit. It's a great week. Yeah, we never leave the fucking house. Are you kidding? I'm the simp. Nah, dude. But unfortunately, because of that, we really skipped over a lot of the honeymoon phase. So things that she said she was into, or things that she said she liked, like when we were first talking and she just wanted me to like her, that all went out the window like 2 weeks in, and I was like, fuck, this is...
Oh, you lost all your kinks with her? That's sad.
Not kinks. No, it was, you know, I like to talk about this stuff, or I like to do this stuff, or blah, blah, blah. And then you find out she actually didn't like to do any of that stuff. She just didn't want to, you know.
Well, from what I saw, the real breaking point was because she wanted you to be politically active.
Oh, yeah, that was it. The only thing I was ever politically active about was the people tearing down the Confederate statues and stuff. She wanted me to riot, or she wanted me to riot, to protest.
This is a riot against it. Yeah.
When George Lloyd died, she wanted me to riot, to protest.
What is up with finding women that are just batshit?
Foxy, riot or protest? You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one and stick with it.
I mean, at the time, it was people were protesting, and then one person fucking throws a brick, and now we're rioting. You know how it goes. But she wanted me to protest. She wanted to protest. She wanted to be into all that. She wanted to go to Clearwater and all that kind of stuff. And I told her no. I said, look, you're cool. We have a great time, but I just got my job, and I really don't want to lose it because I'm being politically active and getting arrested. So, no. Also, I don't really care. She's like, how can you not care? And I was like, because I don't. Because if it doesn't affect me, I don't really give a shit about it politically. Personally. And thus, being that I am a middle-aged, single white male, not much affects me, therefore I don't give a shit. But then... we got to where that then transitioned into tearing down Confederate statues and vandalizing Confederate statues. And she was all for it. And I was vehemently against it. Because the way that I ever see it is, I understand why you want to tear them down, but I can never condone destroying our history. Because you can't just erase the atrocities and make them go away. You know,
I just stopped caring during that segment. Did they tear them down or just take them down?
They were legitimately just, you know, with a fucking...
then yeah, no, don't do that.
Take
them down and go put them somewhere. Don't
yeah, you can put them somewhere or whatever. Like, I understand what they represent, but they should represent that as a reminder to not go back to that. And the other thing was, like, I will never be okay with, like, taking down General Lee statues, because General Lee was just a fucking brilliant general. Whatever. You can say whatever you want. But it was getting to the point that she and I got into an argument because apparently, allegedly, the Washington Monument was headed, so the construction of the monument was headed by a man who was in the KKK, so they wanted to get rid of the Washington Monument. And I was like, no, that's the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard.
You know,
dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life.
General Lee, though, I guess, did not want statues of him made.
Yeah,
that's true. Fair. That's true.
So, in a sense, you're kind of fulfilling what he wanted if you take his statues down.
Yeah.
But
plus, people don't understand you can respect a great general without actually condoning what the fuck they've done. Like Rommel was a great goddamn general for the Nazis. but it was the Nazis.
You know who was the bad
He
general?
also tried to do a coup against Hitler near the end.
Well,
you know who was a terrible general for fucking Hitler? It was Goring.
Carnage shit.
That dude, like, so the Germans had paratroopers before the Allies did. The Allies had paratroopers in World War II, but the Germans had it before. It's how they took over the island of Crete. They literally just dropped in paratroopers and just took it over. But because they were doing so well, Goring didn't like it, and so he told Hitler they were shit, and Hitler got rid of them. He was like, no, they aren't doing anything. Nothing that our boys on the ground can't do. So get rid of them. So he got rid of paratroopers, and it's the reason why they lost the... I don't remember what the name of that fucking river is. There's the...
Rhine?
There's the ford on the river of the border between Belgium and Germany. Where the Ardennes Forest is. And there's a fort there. And that fort was German-controlled after Germany took France. And then on the pushback, paratroopers landed on that fort and took the fort. And Hitler was like, oh, paratroopers are good. But by that point, he was already losing the war over in Russia, and he couldn't do anything about it. So, whoops.
How do we get on Hitler already? It's only
Gore,
30 minutes.
because we're talking about General Lee.
That was pretty quick.
Yes.
Talk about General Lee to Hitler. Okay. Whatever.
Well, it was General Lee to Rommel to Goring to Hitler. So, I mean, you follow the line of logic there.
Yeah.
But yes,
Sure.
circling back around, that was why Kaylee and I didn't make it. More so than me not wanting to be active. But there was also the point where I was like, I just don't want to go out today. And that ended up being like, it was 5 days out of 7. She was there on the 2 days.
One whole week you're outside. Congratulations.
5 days? No, 5 days out of 7. I don't want to go outside. She just wasn't there the 2 days I wanted to.
Yep. But Rommel's supposed coup that got him killed by Hitler was Rommel was just like, nah, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
That's literally the fucking extent of it. Hitler was like, do this, and he was like,
for
nah.
that with him and just being like, nah, bro. Picture of him with nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Pretty much it. Where the fuck did Shadow go?
He probably went to spank his monkey outside his room for some reason.
Probably. Meanwhile, Neiman's just high as shit, just smiling in the corner.
I'm so fucking baked. Baked.
You're literally baked into your chair, I can see.
Yep.
Literally. Like you're almost one with it.
What the fuck are you watching in the background?
Good way to go.
What are you watching in the background? I just see the chat going nuts.
That's Moon's stream.
Ah, yes. Required to have it on screen 24/7.
I do. I actually have it up on my computer and on my TV. So
That's a lot of the same stream you're looking at there.
Yep.
I don't even know why you have the chat up. Look how fast that shit's going. Dear God. I would hate to have my chat. I mean, if you have a chat like that, you just never have to read chat again.
He actually
do what the
reads
fuck
it
you want.
pretty often.
He catches 1 out of 40,000 comments. Yep.
And his chat is pretty spammy.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, there it is. What's up, Buttercup? It's me, a cheek eater.
You gonna read us a story?
It's weird. I got a bot, and then I immediately got an actual person, but that person is saying dumb shit. So, funny stuff, that.
Okay, so is this the part where we segue into the game of the podcast?
What's the game of the podcast?
Cybercuck.
Yeah, the game of the podcast. Now we have to play a game.
Someone's we're just making him shut up and lie, okay.
Well, he's high, so I guess we can...
You know, where
Someone
we
decode
gotta,
Stoner for me.
we gotta do rock, paper, scissors or some shit.
Let me get my cipher out and I'll figure out what he's saying.
So the game of the podcast is playing rock, paper, scissors with 4 people.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, you are too far gone. I apologize.
There's got to be something, right? Like
No,
where all
there
the
doesn't.
Participants play.
This is just us bullshitting. Like it's not even probably an actual. We'll probably do like one more of these, and then we'll actually have a podcast that's serious.
Were we discussing doing like dumb, never have I ever done bullshit stuff?
Spin the bottle.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The bottle.
Yeah.
The only people that are in relation to each other as far as proximity is me and Travis, and we're not playing Spin the Bottle.
That's pretty
So-
fucking hot.
That's pretty hot. Oh shit.
All right, Neiman, here's your game. Heads or tails?
Tails.
It's heads. You lose. Congratulations. There's your game.
Oh no.
All right, here we go. Would you rather lead a boring life from here forward, or be reborn with your memories into a baby of the opposite sex?
Oh,
Ooh.
definitely the other one.
It depends. It depends. Do we look like ourselves as a baby? Because I'd make a pretty ugly woman.
That's true. That's true. I would make a fucking terribly attractive female.
Yeah, with that hair.
That'd be really hot.
I feel like we're getting offensive to transsexuals now.
I would
No,
definitely.
because literally we're just being reborn as a fucking.
Yeah,
I think it wasn't offensive until you called it offensive, and now it's offensive.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. I have done terrible things to this podcast now.
You've done the worst things in this podcast. You're going to get me pulled off YouTube, and I'll start a new channel.
I've been
No one will ever notice.
this
It's not
viewer. Boys, this viewer is reeing in my chat, and I'm a little concerned. The name is Booty Eat 5.
Booty Eat 5?
Yeah, that's her name. What's up, Buttercups? It's me, a cheek eater. And the Sesu has timed them out for 4,171
Where's
seconds. Oh
another
my
game, bro?
god. Oh my god.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
This is when Sesu times out everyone.
Would you rather speak in only Ebonics or understand no slang whatsoever?
That actually might be a little bit of an offensive question, actually.
Yeah.
What is
don't know.
Ebonics?
Why?
Ebonics.
It's
Can we even explain it?
I will try my darnest.
No. Shadow Google it. Shadow Google. Oh no.
What?
It's slang that African Americans use that white people do not understand.
I understand no slang whatsoever. Moving on. Would you rather be Calvin or be Hobbes?
I don't read enough.
Bro,
Which one was the tiger?
Fuck.
Hobbes was the talking tiger.
That'd be Hobbs.
Yeah, Hobbes is much more fun.
Fuck, I want to be Calvin for the fuck.
Would you rather be a Nintendo DS or a PSP?
DS,
PSP.
definitely.
I have a soft spot for PSP. So
I think I'd go with the PSP. Hello, Drake. Welcome to the Cam.Stram.
This
I actually
is
caught
this
this
episode of Booboo Kitty Fuck, which we'll probably rename after this.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Because it's-
placeholder fucking podcast
Placeholder.
that isn't actually going anywhere. Yeah.
We're discussing. I don't know.
I
where
think
we're
now
going.
we're now playing Never Have I Ever.
Are we?
Would you rather? But
That's what we got to. But we were actually supposed to be discussing what our podcast is supposed to be about.
I mean, we went through my sex life. We went through some fucking stripper nonsense. We went through Hitler. I mean, we've hit the Bible, for God's
And
sake.
it's only been 45 minutes.
Like, I've had some ideas for the stream, but we just kind of said fuck it and went straight into the stream.
Well,
So-
here's
so-
the thing. Like, there doesn't need to be a thing. It can just be, like, friends shit-talking. That's
That's the thing.
We've said a couple of things that I'm sure I'll get banned on Twitch for, and the only real thing was like I legitimately surrendered my Smite game and just switched over to this in the middle of my stream. So it was one of those things where it's like we could have had a
I'll be right back,
discussion
guys.
already streaming when somebody made the idea.
Yeah, this is just more of a like rough draft type thing.
Yeah, we could discuss actual ideas another time. Would you rather be a superhero and be hated by everyone, or have no arms and legs but be loved by all?
superhero.
Yeah, it probably would be the superhero
Yeah.
hated by everyone. I'm already hated by everyone. What does
Do
it
I get
matter?
to choose my power?
No. Would you rather teach Spanish or teach math?
Math.
Oh
I suck at both.
What year math am I teaching?
Fuck it, I'll teach calculus. Enough
teach
alcohol and I
second
can
grade
figure it out.
Actually,
By
I
the way-
hate kids. No, I'll take
by
the
the
other
way-
one. What was the other one? Spanish?
Is that Twisted Tea? No, it's not. Boring.
This? No, it's a monster bottle that I put vodka and Mountain Dew in.
Fucking boring. But in fairness, I'm drinking Mountain Dew right now because I've already had 2 beers and I'm slowing.
Oh,
Here's
yeah,
another
I need
one.
more
Let's
vodka
go.
in this.
Another one, Shadow.
Would you rather know how to speak only English or know how to speak every other language but English? And you cannot
Every other
learn it.
language.
Ooh.
But you cannot learn English.
But I can have a
Every
translator.
other language.
You would literally never be able to speak to an American.
That's
Like,
fine. I can have a fuck that, yeah.
And I'm not seeing a downside.
You can't speak to British people either.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you
Move
can.
to
Most British people are bilingual.
I'll just move to South Korea. Fuck you.
So while I was sleeping earlier at my fucking mother's house, my cousin Summer, she went and put my hair actually in a ponytail up like this, and I just looked like I was straight out of a K-pop video. It was awful. Would you rather have the ability to have full control over your dreams or never have to sleep?
Never sleep.
I would full control over my.
That's
I
No,
like-
never have to sleep.
never.
Oh,
have
here's a
sleep.
better one.
I
I've
hate.
asked this is a tough one because wow. Would you rather take a pill that makes it so you never have to sleep, but you can sleep if you want, you could take naps, or would you rather take a pill that makes it so you never have to eat? You can still eat if you want, but
I clearly enjoy
You don't
eating
need to.
too much to take that pill, so I have to go for the sleeping one.
Well, no. Because at that point, for you, Seth, eating is only something you do because you enjoy it.
I mean, that's what it is right now. So what's the difference?
Basically,
you don't have to.
I mean, that's true too, but the shoe on the other foot, right? I sleep because I enjoy sleep, which means that even if I took the pill for sleep, I would still sleep because I enjoy sleep.
See,
And you can still sleep,
here's the thing.
but you don't have to.
I take the eating pill because I honestly don't like paying for food.
I don't mind food. My problem is I can never really get a good night's sleep
Oh,
unless
Ditto.
unless I take some trazodone right here.
Oh, now we're
a literal
We got the drugs.
insomniac.
We got the drugs going on now.
I got
drugs are on the
Ambien.
screen.
The drugs are on the screen.
It's
The
fine.
drugs are on the screen. I'm banned. That's it. Pack it up.
Prescription.
This is the last podcast. Pack it up.
Everyone's banned.
My doc gave me the good
Not
shit.
me. I'm not streaming.
You're still gonna get banned.
So
guess
all
we
of
For being associated.
all of you pretty much say never have to sleep, right?
Never had to sleep.
Oh no, I would.
Mine never
I
have
would-
to sleep is more of a conditional thing.
I would take the eating
Yeah,
pill.
no, I would take the sleeping one. I'd never.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd take the eating pill only because that was the biggest issue I had when I was unemployed. Was like, fuck, I still have to eat. Like, I have to pay for food and shit.
Yeah, no, that's
I could have
actually
been
brilliant.
unemployed for forever. Not forever.
I'm switching my answer.
Yeah,
I'm switching
if
my
I don't-
answer.
I don't have to eat. My fucking price of living plummets.
Right?
Now,
Like, if it's just eating for like what I enjoy, oh my god.
I could work a part-time job until the day I die because I really couldn't care less.
Well, such ambition.
follow-up question would be, how would that affect the world if everybody got to make the choice?
We would work
would you
100
be at a
hours a
huge
week.
That
would
would
you
probably
be at a
solve
huge
world hunger.
disadvantage as an employee for an employer
Yes.
trying to hire you? If
I
you
guarantee
don't
you
have to
that
sleep?
the second that has to happen,
That's true.
The sleepless
employers
elite would rule the workforce.
Well, that's just it, though. The sleepless elite wouldn't have to rule the workforce because if you don't have to eat, you don't have to work as much. Like I said, I could work a part-time job and be just fine.
Yeah, but
wouldn't
you never.
But
The cost of living
the
would go
amount-
up because everyone
the-
is making more money.
If
no,
they
they're
decide to
making
work
less money because less people are spending money.
and less people are working.
No.
Yeah, less
Less
people
people-
are spending
Even-
money and more
No.
people.
Incorrect. People will spend the same amount of money. They'll just spend it on different things.
That is how economy works.
Yeah, less different things though. So the food
No,
business
they-
and the food industry
They spend it
would
on
fail.
food. That's it.
I feel like, but here's the thing, right? If everyone's given the choice of working less or working more, they're going to choose to work less. And if they take the pill that lets them not sleep, they're going to work more. People are going to have them work more. Though I guess you can be more efficient during the like you can be more efficient with your time. So at that point, people are like, oh, well, you're gonna work 40 hours a week, but we're gonna schedule you fucking graveyard shift because you don't have to sleep. I don't know.
The companies would double the hours because people don't have to sleep. And
I don't think that's true though.
People that choose to do the eating
Legally,
pill,
they can't. Legally, they can't.
But it would be a different
double the
world,
hours.
right?
Yeah, it's a different world. Legality doesn't matter then.
Yeah, it's a different world. So even if it happened like right now, the rules would change because the situation has changed.
I don't think society as a whole would be okay with working 80-hour weeks. There are people right now that are okay with working that much because they're like, I'm building a nest egg for the future.
Or I'm supporting a family of 5.
Like, yeah, most people are like,
the companies are going to lobby the government, and it's gonna be changed to an 80-hour work week.
I don't ever have to sleep again. When am I ever going to convince the girlfriend to have sex?
Well, okay,
what?
but if they try to impose an 80-hour work week, we've had this fight as America before.
But
it would be different because people don't have to sleep.
It would depend on what people want to do. Because if people don't want to work that 80-hour work week, they can't enforce an 80-hour work week. You can't.
They won't get hired.
No.
So you just find a different job that won't work you 80 hours a week, and you call them sleepers.
Good luck. When you have this sleepless elite, like Neiman said, that's who they're going to hire. Is the people that took that anti-sleep pill.
They could make $1 billion fucking dollars, and I could give a shit less. If I wanted to do that, I'd be working on Wall Street and have a business degree.
You're still gonna have part-time. You're still gonna have part-time and seasonal jobs, even if there are sleepless people.
Yeah, even if there are sleepless people, there's still gonna be people.
Yeah, but 50% less people on Earth aren't like eating too, and so
that's assuming it's a 50-50. That's assuming
it is assuming, yeah.
Okay, so I feel like that would be more.
But would the quality of food go up? Because then people can choose to eat rather than have to eat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It'll all be like high class.
Yeah. You wouldn't
it would not be all high class stuff.
Oh yeah,
you have to be, or else you're not gonna fucking eat it, and they'll never make any money.
No, because then the sleepless people would have to eat more because you're not sleeping 8 hours.
Literally, cup noodles would never go. Like cup noodles would never be popular.
That's not true either.
But sleepless people are making more.
They're making more money.
Sleepless people are making more money.
They're making more money. They're making more money, but they also have to eat more. You're adding like at least 2 or 3 meals more to the day.
Are you assuming they don't? So I guess you never have to sleep again. Are you then assuming they get all their energy from their food? Because then they're eating a lot more.
I mean, they'd have to. They'd have to get their energy from food and water. Where else are you going to get it if you're not sleeping?
Damn it!
Even if they're not getting the energy from it, you're still going to have to eat.
I mean, you're gonna have to eat, yeah. But I mean,
well, okay,
you don't get energy from sleeping. You just make yourself untired.
Well, okay, so the only reason why,
yeah, you don't get energy from sleeping.
So the only reason why
energy.
What you're saying is both wrong and right, even, and I don't know where to start.
Exactly.
So, here's the thing. Biologically, we do get all of our energy from food, and the only reason why we don't need to eat during the period we sleep is because our body just shuts it down.
Yeah,
but it doesn't make it.
If you don't have to sleep, your body won't shut that down. So you will actually need to add in
you'd have to eat like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, because you're burning way more calories.
Well, no, you only have to add in 1 more meal theoretically because 8 hours is the normal sleep time, right?
I am still only never having to eat again.
Plus, if you never have to sleep, you're going to be working more than an 80-hour week. An 80-hour week is less than 12 hours a day per week.
Foxy told me on the not having to eat because food expenses.
But here's the thing, too. So here's the caveat, and this is why getting into these would you rathers gets really complex, right? It's like, if you don't eat, where's your energy come from?
Food.
So,
but it doesn't come from.
If you don't eat.
If you don't have to eat,
because then it doesn't come from your sleep either.
No, that's weird.
Again, a hypothetical that doesn't.
We're not trying to dissect how the pill makes it so you don't have to eat. It's a blessing from Jesus Christ. You just don't get hungry anymore, and you don't.
Maybe a better one was like, would you take a pill where you only have to eat once every 3 days, or you only have to sleep once every 3 days? Because then you still have that. You have to do it to get energy or sleep or whatever, but it's not.
It's just at that point, it's like, am I just sitting there downing Monster Energy drinks and having very little repercussion because I don't have to eat? I don't know. That's the weird part about the caveat of like, oh, I never have to eat again, but now I have no source of energy.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna die because you never have to eat.
What if instead it's not? God, that would be fucked, wouldn't it? What if instead it's not? You don't have to eat anymore, but now you just operate solely off photosynthesis.
Your skin turns green.
You
become hard.
For 6 hours a day. Yeah, for 6 hours a day, he's gotta go praise the sun.
I feel like a pill like that would probably cause like a lot of changes to people's bodies.
I mean, yeah,
fly, man.
6 hours a day.
Just seeing people on top of their roofs, just fucking praising the sun for 6 hours a day.
That's how it happened. That's how the fucking sun cult starts.
No, it's gonna be. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the movie Powder at the end of it, where he just gets butt ass naked and runs into the field.
All right, next, would you rather? Because that one was good. That one took a while. Would you rather Jennifer Aniston or Angelina Jolie?
What circa what year though?
Circa 1999.
Angelina Jolie, definitely.
I would.
If we're talking
99, probably Angelina. If now, probably Jennifer Aniston, but 99, probably Jolie.
Angelina Jolie did not age well.
But Jennifer Aniston did. Jennifer Aniston.
Oh yeah.
Line. All right. So that was Neiman. Your answer.
What?
For 1999, Jennifer Aniston or Angelina Jolie, which one?
Jennifer Aniston.
Brad Pitt fucked up. Brad Pitt's amazing. Don't shit talk him. I love these comments. Would you rather? Oh god, this will be fun. Well, Drake, Neiman, this one's for you. Would you rather be in the Fallout universe or be in the Skyrim universe?
When is the big question?
Neiman would be
anything pre-2077. I'm okay with.
Neiman would be a fucking ghoul. There's no
Am
question.
Would it just be? Oh god. So Elder Scrolls or Fallout?
The top comment on this is, why in God's name would you stupid bitches choose to be in nuclear shitland rather than sexy snowland?
See, here's the thing. If you go to the Skyrim world, you don't have to stay in Skyrim. There's a better quality of living.
It's actually almost a dark fantasy. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get eaten alive by fucking dragons.
Whereas Fallout, if you stay in your town, the most you have to worry about is fucking giant cockroaches.
And the last thing
and radiation.
The last thing
the radiation.
My house stealing my books and all of my things off my shelves.
Some guy came in my house and put a bucket on my head.
I'd still probably pick Skyrim universe.
I don't know, dude. I'd probably go Skyrim just because post-apocalyptic society seems terrible idea. Nuclear waste.
They're both pretty shit, but I'd probably go for Skyrim, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mostly because if I go to Skyrim, at least I have a chance of learning some new skills.
At least if I go to Skyrim, I at least have a chance of fucking a woman.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's my contributing factor.
That's the only chance
between the two. I have
but you know, on Fallout, I like
Skyrim.
The thing is, I like the magic of Skyrim, but I like my guns, and Fallout has a lot of guns.
You could just create a gun.
But does Skyrim?
You could summon sexy fire lady.
I would need to know. I could do that.
You could summon.
That would be very hot. That would be very hot. The
experience really just makes it worthwhile.
But
and besides, assume. Let's put a caveat on this. Assume you're an NPC. So you don't probably have superpowers. You're not a protagonist.
Oh no, I'm a retard. Fuck.
In either of these universes, you're an NPC.
There goes monetization again.
Am I a protected NPC?
I don't believe so. I believe you're the same kind of NPC that you were murdering on my behest. All right.
You say that, but none of them could actually die.
That's true. All right. Would you rather?
Hang on. I got one for that. Would you rather? For whoever's played either of these, would you want to be a World of Warcraft NPC or a Final Fantasy 14 NPC?
Final Fantasy 14 NPC.
I don't play either of those games, so Neither.
The
main reason
Final Fantasy.
So I have a reason for this. The World of Warcraft
sexy orgies?
Or because he wants to fuck a Catwoman.
I mean, yeah, that. But
Khajiit has the coin. You have the wares.
But see, for WoW, you can date a druid and actually fuck a cat. So I mean,
yeah. But primarily the reason is because I like to actually be in a high fidelity world and not,
You could also fuck a raptor. Just throwing it out there, or a bear, or a wolf. Like there are options.
Or
you can do
or a
some of
cheetah.
those things now in this world.
These druids have options. Not a raptor. How dare you?
Not a raptor.
All
Something
right.
else.
Would you
no,
rather
the quality of living is better in 14.
not be able to taste or not be able to smell?
Those are
can't
both
smell already,
intimately connected. So.
Yeah.
But you have to do one or the other. You can't do both.
I'd rather not smell. That's easy. Fuck smell. I can't smell anyway.
Get rid of smell.
Oh,
Wait, if I get rid of taste, I can eat literally anything.
that's true. You could eat garbage.
No,
But you'll never know if it's gonna hurt you.
As long as it's not poisonous for me, I can eat literally anything.
That's
But you
true.
won't know because you can't taste it.
That's
That's
true.
the point of taste.
I still have fucking eyes.
Smell does not always tell you if things are poisonous.
But they work together. They work together though. Ultimately, so when you have something in your mouth that's like poisonous to you, that smell goes in your nose. So that they work together, like Rick said.
I shouldn't use
smell
this
is a very important part of taste.
Remember, this is just a test one. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm streaming, so there's few lines I can cross.
That sounds like a you problem.
Be albino or be a ginger?
Well, I mean,
It's your chance to change your life
Pretty
right there.
close.
I'm pretty much already both.
Though.
I think so. I don't think it really matters to me one way or the other, but I think being a ginger would be probably nicer. The red eyes are just a little bit. 35% said be albino.
I wouldn't be albino primarily because that's going to have a lot of skin issues.
Oh no! Would you rather wear a ski suit all the time or go everywhere barefoot?
Everywhere barefoot. I do it already.
Ski suit.
Barefoot.
Ski suit.
No,
I can't imagine the things I'd step on.
I'm already
ski
barefoot
suit, so I could do my sexy Flanders impression.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Wait, what's the question? I'm pretty sure I was.
Could someone slap me awake, please?
Would you rather wear a ski
flamethrower
suit?
outside?
Would you rather wear a ski suit everywhere, or I guess you are 3 minutes from New Year, aren't you?
Yeah.
Would you rather wear a ski suit everywhere or be barefoot everywhere?
I'm already barefoot everywhere.
Exactly.
God, I can't, dude. I do the ski suit. Would you rather work? Oh my god, this is dumb. When you retire, until you retire, would you rather work 9 to 5 a.m. to p.m. or 9 to 5 p.m. to a.m.?
PM to AM.
AM to PM.
A.m. to p.m. I like my nights.
PM to AM, boy.
Well, yeah, you're working an overnight shift. That's why I'm like, yeah.
The reason why I want PM to AM is so nobody fucking bothers me at work.
Yeah, I hate people. So.
Would you rather always watch Nicolas Cage movies or always
Nicolas
watch
Cage.
Owen Wilson movies?
Oh,
Nick
Wilson.
Cage. I'd rather Nick Cage.
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Wow.
This is a big
Wow.
I thought it was going to be Nicolas Cage or Adam Sandler, which would have been a better choice.
I thought it was going to
going to
be.
be Nicolas Cage or Steven Seagal.
That's an easy Nicolas Cage right there. Fuck Steven Seagal.
I'll take you right to the. I'll take you right to the bank there, Trent. The blood bank. Bah, bah, bah! I thought it, honestly when I first read it, I thought it was going to be Nicolas Cage or John Travolta.
No, it's a hard one.
John Travolta has some stinkies.
I'm going to
But he
go
also
with
has Pulp
Nicolas
Fiction.
Cage though.
Yeah.
I mean,
But he also has Mamma Mia. But he also has Swordfish. And he also has Face Off. And you could watch Face Off. You get the best of both worlds. It doesn't matter. The winner, obviously, is both worlds. I'm skipping that one.
Actually, I'd choose Travolta just because I get to watch the original Punisher movie, which I really enjoy for some reason.
Oh yeah, that one's a really good one.
Yep.
I'm skipping all of these. These are dumb. Would you rather only be able to teleport to places you've been, or only be able to teleport to places you've never been before?
Places I've been.
Yeah, you eventually run out of places you've never been before.
It would depend what qualifies as places I've been. To this street, this country, this state, or this
exact
specific
location.
spot.
Okay, if you can go 2 feet to the left or right, that's
Exactly. Cheesing it. That's the
I just have to make sure that once I teleport to this location, I move only to the right, and I never move to the left.
Yeah, because like if I can cheese it and I just can't be in the exact spot I am now, I'll take that power.
We'll
I'll
say
take the
cities.
fucking
We'll
never
say
been.
cities. We'll say cities.
Cities.
You can only go to either cities you've ever been to, or you can only teleport to cities you've never been to.
See, I would take. So I have a really dumb reason for taking places I've been to. Eventually, I have been all over my city, and I would just use it to deliver pizzas.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Actually, I'd take it to places that I've only been to
smart.
because it's essentially fast traveling in a game. The more places I go, the more places I can go back to.
It is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's where I figure it.
Places I've been to.
If there's a thing, I'd be like, yeah, I'll just go to this place, and then I can go to it whenever I want.
So
I'll set foot in Paris, and then fuck off, and then I'll come back there in 6 months.
So here's the thing. To access this power, do you have to bring up a world map?
You have a globe that you have in your room, and you have to point to it. Oh, Drake died.
Got moved out for being a nerd.
I'm sorry, Drake. I had to. You knew.
You're
knew.
because I'm asking the real questions.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind
boys,
like a world map on my wall.
I
and just take a
cannot
dart
ask
and
this
go
on stream, but I am going to show you what it is because it is that fucking funny.
We can talk about it on YouTube,
Bear
probably.
with me for just a moment. No, we can't talk about it on YouTube. Bear with me for just a moment. I've got
I'm
to
recording, so I
hide
can't see it.
Discord for a second so I can share my screen so you can see this question.
I'm gonna open it. It better be on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube.
Oh no! All right, so we can't discuss it. We're gonna say blue or red, okay?
No.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm currently already red, so I'm gonna have to take blue.
I read it. I was like, no. Why would you have this on this fucking question?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take blue on that one. I'm already living red.
You
Alright.
YouTube got
know what? Safer if you were blue, so I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
blue.
The one it follows up with is also just as bad.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Oh, my
Find
God.
us one we can actually use.
I'm working on it, but that one was Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman. That one was funny as shit. Would you rather always be late or always be unprepared?
Oh god.
Always be late.
Yeah, then you lose your job.
Well, you just gotta find a job that tolerates
Not if
it,
you're
yeah.
prepared. You'll be so impressed. You're just.
No, see, you find a loophole. You tell them that you need your start time to be 8:45, but your real start time's 9. Just play the fucking system.
But at that point, you'll show up there at 9:15.
Yeah.
Oh, then you just fucking
It would
make
automatically
room for it.
adjust.
Well, no, if your job says
I feel like you'd always lose your job. I don't know, because you'd always lose your job this way, one way or the other, because you're not prepared for your job when you show up at 9 o'clock. Who is?
Yeah, if on your papers it says you have to be there at 8:45 or 8:30, however we're saying we need to be late, then we just make sure your job knows that you're going to start at this time and not what time.
But the second you tell them, you're still going to be late from there.
But if you're not prepared, you're going to lose your job anyway because you're going to be seen as incompetent.
But in fairness, who of us are ever prepared when we show up to work? When we show up to work.
See,
Yo.
and
I literally take nothing. So
I roll out of
It
bed,
also
I get
depends
on here, and I
the
go.
situation too. Like, who gives a fuck about being late to work? But what if, like, you were a paramedic, but you were always late?
Oh Jesus!
I mean, my job is
Like-
literally
I guess it depends on the job, right?
If you're the paramedic and you're always late, the person dies. But if you're unprepared,
The person
gonna
also
fucking
dies.
die
they
anyway.
might live. Because
I guess if you are
you're
unprepared, they might
unprepared to
live.
deal with the situation.
Yeah, so
it
you may
might
be
not be
unprepared,
deadly.
but you can then prepare from there. Is the way I read it.
Yeah.
Not if it's something important like a presentation. Like if you have to have a
Yeah,
presentation
you
done.
just don't get a job that requires presentation.
Well, then you have to get a job where you have a deadline. Like if you
you're
like
adored,
freelance photography or whatever.
That's true. If I
you're
work for myself, I'm never late.
Yeah.
If you're a door-to-door salesman,
Yeah,
it's
you-
unprepared. Oh no.
If your door was up, it's always late.
Hello, sir. Would you like to hear the word of Jesus Christ?
Oh wait, I'm selling vacuums. Do you want a vacuum?
All right. Would you rather only speak in haiku or only speak in song lyric?
Bro, I don't even know how to fucking make a haiku. It's a
Haiku.
song lyric.
Haiku isn't that 557 or is it 575?
575, I think.
I don't know what the fuck that
575.
means. I'll take the song lyrics.
5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
Oh, I'm never gonna be able to do that. Fucking song lyrics.
Can you make your own song lyrics? Does it just have to be sung, or you have to use
Would you
predetermined
rather
lyrics?
predetermined lyrics? I would assume.
That's too hard.
That's easy.
I would do
There's
the.
so many
That is
songs.
easy.
I
No,
would
it
do
wouldn't-
the speaking
wouldn't
in
change
haiku,
your
'cause once you
speech.
got good at speaking in a haiku, it would be really.
I mean,
chill.
yeah. To be honest,
Well,
speaking in song lyric isn't that hard. Bumblebee did it for
There's
3
so
straight
many.
movies.
But you're
There's
you're
so
never
many
gonna.
fucking songs.
But you don't know all the songs. Like the only song I can remember right now is Bohemian Rhapsody. Am I gonna do everything with like Mama I
If
Killed a
you
Man?
were to be my lover,
Mama,
I killed a man. You know.
Let's assume, for the sake of conversation, that we can, like Bumblebee, choose anything we want at the time to make sense in that thing. Bumblebee
You
was
would
only
sound
able to
like-
make certain sense because they couldn't afford every goddamn song ever demand for the movie. But if you had access to every song in the library,
In different languages.
So here's my question: would you get copyright claimed for that?
When I get DMCA'd just for speaking on my stream.
Yeah, I think you would.
All right.
yeah,
Would
just
you
have to learn
rather-
ASL?
Eat an entire bottle of Flintstones vitamins, or drink an
Nothing.
entire bottle of Pepto-Bismol.
Pretty sure
Oh,
both of those would
Flint's-
mess you up pretty bad.
No,
Both of us-
Pepto-Bismol. I've drank a whole bottle of Pepto-Bismol
The
before.
Flintstone. Wait, how much was it? Was it a bottle or a liter or something?
Bottle.
It was
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
the
those like
fucking
8-ounce
Yeah.
bottles. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I picture.
You're sucking
Those
it
are
back.
almost.
You're
Those are
sucking
only
it
like
back
2
like a
servings.
Danimals. Yeah, you're sucking it back like a Danimals yogurt.
I do.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a bottle of fucking Flintstones vitamins would maybe give you the shit.
When I get really wasted, I get
So
I
it
get
wouldn't
the
matter.
shit when I get really wasted, like real bad. Pepto-Bismol is the best chaser ever.
Would you rather
Right next to NyQuil.
fight the entire Smurf village, or fight the full collection of Care Bears?
Smurf Village. They're way tinier.
Plus, they have a female Smurf.
What does that matter? There's,
I don't.
is there a female Care Bear? I'm sure there is.
I don't know. I haven't seen Care
They're
Bears in, like,
animals, bro.
25
Come on.
years.
They're fucking bears. They can't have sex.
No, they're fucking Smurfs that can't have sex. You got it backwards.
I feel like Care Bears were like the OG fucking horse ones. What are the bronies?
This-
Alright, would you rather fuck a Care Bear or a My Little Pony?
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
the real question.
Well, we know what Drake's answer is. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I gonna get hit with the
Right
Care Bear
there.
in the middle of sex?
What?
What'd you say?
Am I gonna get hit with the Care Bear stare in the middle of sex?
Yes.
Well, then that's gonna be a brony.
Yeah. I'm feeling like I'd have
That
to be.
stare could kill me.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to get our clop on. It's fine.
That's how they release.
I've got bets on this answer. Would you
Okay.
rather? That's how they release. Oh my god. Would you rather be Aquaman or be the Human Torch?
Human Torch.
Aquaman.
Really?
Yeah.
Neiman?
Aquaman.
Are we talking? Wait. Are we talking comic book Aquaman or fucking Samoan guy whose name I can't remember? Aquaman.
Jason Momoa Aquaman.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters either way, because like,
Jason Momoa
as
Aquaman was a lot
Aquaman,
cooler than fucking.
you're gonna have a
comic
lot
book.
of fun. You're gonna be able to talk to fish and swim in the waters and shit. But if you're the Human Torch,
And be
bro,
king of Atlantis.
You're gonna be
if I was walking around California and I was taking a walk and I just torch up, guess what, bro? My neighborhood's burnt down. The Human Torch makes fire, but he can't put it
Yes.
out. He's just gonna kill people.
Yes,
Actually,
but
he
Neiman-
can put it out.
Neiman, I got a situation for you. Aquaman, you get a lot of fish pussy.
Fish pussy.
Human
Get all that
Torch.
mermaid pussy. That's not existent.
You get a lot of actual pussy.
Human Torch, you get a lot of human pussy. I'm going Human Torch.
I mean, all I'm saying here is that Neiman would be the embodiment of Ragish Shark. Mega Shark. I would go Human Torch personally because I have because Human Torch you can flame on and turn off whenever you
fucking fly and all kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would Human Torch.
Oh, can the Human Torch fly?
Yeah,
Human Torch
I'd be the Human Torch then. Fuck Aquaman.
But you can swim really fast as Aquaman. Be the king of Atlantis as Aquaman. You can talk to fish as Aquaman.
I mean, doesn't Human Torch have a really edgy name though? Like Johnny Blaze or some shit like that.
Well, yeah, his name is Johnny Blaze. Yes, that is true. Would you rather? This is an easy one for me. Would you rather know everything and die tomorrow, or live forever and be ignorant?
Live forever and be ignorant.
Know everything and die tomorrow because I want to die anyway.
Jesus Christ.
I think the end of the universe would be problematic for living forever.
That's
I would want to live forever, but at the same time, like want to die as I'm living forever. So I would just be in this perpetual state of like, after a while, just being like, I want to die, but I can't.
Okay, Incredible Hulk. Calm down. Would you rather have your left leg be painlessly amputated and only be allowed to use a peg leg as a prosthetic replacement?
Okay.
Or have one of your toes amputated by a dirty cleaver every year until you have none left?
I mean, that's a pretty easy one, I think.
Take the leg.
Yeah, the toes. Cut my
Oh, the toes! You're doing it with a nasty fucking cleaver. You're gonna die after the first one,
dude. I'll just fucking wash it off afterward. I'm not losing my leg.
But you
Yeet
won't be
my
able to
leg.
walk right anyway because your big toe is what balances.
You know how expensive prosthetics are?
You only can have a peg leg.
All right, boys, it's
Who
time to
gives a fuck? You can't wear. You can't.
Just
You know
pop a goddamn.
you know how much a peg leg is? I will go out into the woods and I'll get you a peg leg for free.
All right, boys, it's time to get me
You know,
canceled.
I don't want a peg leg, bro. I'd rather have a stub than a goddamn.
No,
peg
but
leg.
it doesn't say we can't have a modern peg leg. I will take the fucking wheels off the bottom of my computer chair right here and use that as a leg so I can just scoot around.
Can I put some Yeezys on my leg, man?
Some Yeezys.
on my peg leg?
All right, boys, it's time to get canceled. You ready? Would you rather be caught at home watching Sex in the City by yourself, or be caught in a bar with a pink martini in hand?
Pink martini.
Pink martini.
Because
I already.
I would order a pink martini.
Girly.
I probably would too. If it was tasty, I'd order it.
It depends what the pink martini tastes like, but also watching Sex in the City alone isn't that bad.
Yeah, I don't see the.
I don't
see
really
an issue with either of those.
Yeah.
Can I just say both?
Yeah,
that one's just.
Would you rather be famous in this lifetime or go down in the history books? So you're famous, but you will not be remembered when you die, or you're not famous now, but you'll be remembered, and you'll leave a legacy.
Legacy.
So it's basically, do we want to be an actor or a painter?
Yeah, do you want to be an actor?
Do you want to be an actor or a painter? I'll take the fucking actor.
You want to be a B-list movie actor. B-list. Because they don't ever get remembered. Nobody remembered Jonah Hill in fucking 45 years.
If we change it to, like, do you want to be an actor or a painter? I'd take the actor because I get fucking money now instead of money for my fucking generations 300 years
Yeah, you ain't planning on leaving a generation behind, so you don't give a shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
I think that's a hard one.
I think
That's
I'd
a
be.
really hard one.
I think I'd lean towards.
Honestly,
remembered, go down in the history books.
Honestly, it just depends on where your priorities are. Like personally, if you want to have a family, you probably want to leave some sort of.
No. What are we being remembered for?
Oh,
you see, that's not
huge.
The most prolific serial killer. Yeah.
However,
I'll take that. Yeah,
are you Jack the Ripper?
I'll take that. Yeah.
Would you rather?
I'll go down for war crimes.
Would you rather wake up in a bathtub full of ice, missing a kidney, or wake up in a public bathroom with a handful of singles and a really lazy eye?
Is the lazy eye permanent?
I believe the lazy eye is from too much cum in the eye, but yes, I believe that would be what that would be for. Yeah.
But is it permanent?
Yes.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
A permanent lazy eye for getting cum in your face? How many women would have lazy eyes?
Is my missing kidney hole at least surgically sewed up?
It does not specify. I will say yes.
No, I'll do the waking up in a funky bathroom. I don't give a fuck.
I'll wake up in the bathroom.
In a spunky bathroom.
I'll wake up in the bathroom primarily because I already have a lazy eye.
Would you rather?
I've got stroke face, so.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I have a struggle
because I had a fucking mini stroke.
I've got a lazy eyelid. That's about it.
Would you rather fight all the original Power Rangers in their Megazord robot, or fight Optimus Prime?
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime, I mean, he's a pretty powerful Transformer, but lore-wise, bro, he's nothing. Okay?
Optimus Prime has a significant weakness. The fucking Power Rangers? I'm going to have to fight all of them.
No, like, it's only in the Megazord.
Oh.
So you kill the Megazord, they all blow up inside.
Are you like super big, or are you just normal size?
No. In that case, yes. Power Rangers in the Megazord, because that shit's been invaded so many fucking times, it's not even funny. They probably just leave the door unlocked.
Is it Power Rangers pre-gay porn or post-gay porn?
I have no idea what you're referencing.
What year did this happen?
Post.
I'll take fucking Optimus Prime then.
I'll go with Power Rangers.
Would you rather marry the same gender attractive person or marry an opposite gender that's beyond ugly? AKA, where's your line and when you'll go get it?
It depends. Is the same sex person I find attractive or the general public finds attractive?
You find them very attractive, but the person of the opposite sex is ugly as sin.
Oh, I'll fuck shit out of dude. All right, let's go.
Exactly. I have a man I would already go gay for, therefore my line is not that hard to cross.
Yeah, if it's someone I find super attractive and not just the general public, then yeah, fuck it, whatever. Who cares?
I mean, do trannies count as like a guy?
Oh, no, there goes the other monitor.
That's not monetization territory.
Yeah, that's not monetization. That's just canceled.
Yeah, that's just canceled. If you had to do one,
you couldn't be any more subtle about it, even. Could they use like any words?
Dude.
If you had to do one thing every morning, would you rather milk yourself or lay an egg?
What am I milking?
I take
exactly. What are you milking?
The answer is need to milk yourself or lay an egg. So, would you have to take a huge dump or jack off?
Already do.
Well, it depends on what you're saying. Milk. What are we saying?
I assume nipples.
No. Yeah, I was going to say, are we saying milk quotation marks or milk nipples?
I assume milking nipples. I assume it's like
saying milk.
I'm assuming it's like if you were a cow as comparison if you were a chicken.
I mean,
I'd probably be a cow or a chicken.
I mean, eggs aren't very big, so I'd probably just crap out an egg every morning.
If it's like actual eggs, I'd just do the egg and then I'd eat it.
Yeah, there's also
Infanticide.
So gross.
That's infanticide, right? How did this get on infanticide?
What's that called when you eat your young?
Infanticide.
It's infanticide. Infanticide, I believe it's what it's called.
How long has this podcast been going?
An hour and 23 minutes.
Oh, thank God.
If you were a TV executive, would you rather resurrect your favorite canceled show of all time for only one season? Or cancel your most hated show?
Cancel.
Resurrect Firefly.
But only one season.
It's better than only one season right now.
You could end it in one season, and it could be a really long season.
That's true. If you knew it was going to end, you could actually end it properly.
It's a season with 500 episodes.
That's not going to happen. We're cutting it.
I'd bring back Scrubs and not make it the piece of shit that was the med school edition.
Yeah, can I just bring it back and cancel it sooner?
Yes, I think that should be an option.
All right, this one's going to be good because Neiman nuked something. Oh, go ahead, Drake.
I'd cancel something, but I don't know what I'd cancel.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what I'd cancel. I get the bringing back Firefly. I also get back bringing back other episodes. I just don't know if I could do only one season because, I mean, we binge all that shit now. So
I'd probably bring Brimstone back for like a 20-episode season.
I might bring back Burn Notice. Who knows?
No, Burn Notice ended perfectly.
This one's for Neiman because Neiman nuked a channel from orbit because of this. Would you rather cut off each individual toe with a knife, or pull out each of your teeth with pliers, including molars.
I could choose that. I just die. Just kill me.
All right, pliers with teeth, or what was the first one?
Each individual toe with a knife.
Yeah, toes.
Toes. It would probably hurt less, and there's less of them.
Yeah.
I would go toes. Even though then you can't really stand.
Teeth.
Really? Because toes, it's just like a.
Well,
if you got a sharp
Teeth,
knife,
I can then get some badass dentures.
Yeah, but you also have
that's
to
a
pull
lot of
out
pulling.
32 of your teeth and hope they don't break.
You assume I'm having.
I don't have. Yeah, you assume I have all my teeth, and that the ones I don't have, I do have, aren't like rotten.
Would you
It
rather?
would save me on dentist bills.
Would you rather walk across a mile of hot burning coals or a mile of Legos barefoot?
Legos.
Legos.
Coals.
Coals.
Legos. Definitely Legos.
Would you rather get chopped up in a wood chipper or run over by a steamroller? Like a tube of
Head first or feet first?
Yeah, it depends. Can we go?
Feet
Can we
first.
choose
Feet first.
for either of them?
Yeah, feet first or both.
Ooh.
I feel like
You'd have to feel the pain.
I'd die sooner
See,
from the wood chipper.
Yeah.
I think
No,
so,
you
too.
die sooner from the steamroller. Because the wood chipper, you would
the
have to get
steamroller
fed
would blow
into
your the steamroller would blow your heart up like 2 feet up. Your heart would fucking.
Neiman, it
explode.
wouldn't get to your heart before you're dead.
No, he's saying like 2
No,
feet
I
up.
meant like
It would push
just
the
2 feet up. Like
it
if
would
you're
push the
starting
blood
feet
back into
first,
your
like
heart.
by the time it gets to your knees, your heart would.
Yeah, because it pushes the blood back up. And you
Yeah, that's
again,
like
you're
with the
really fucking thing of
What-
The
toothpaste.
wood chipper, someone would have to feed you into it.
No, it would suck you in. It would suck you in because the teeth would drag you in.
Yeah,
But
fucking grip and pull.
But it depends. How fast is the steamroller going?
50 miles an hour.
50?
That's pretty quick.
15.
15 is still pretty quick. 15's really
That's
quick.
still really quick. That's
Five.
like one straw.
Five
No, like
miles an hour.
0.5 is like where it'd be painful. Like
If it
literally
was-
crawl.
Okay, hold on. We'll say that it is steamrolling you the same rate as the wood chipper would chop you.
Wood
So
chipper.
whatever that equates to, it'd be the same rate.
I'll still take the wood chipper.
Still
I'll take the
steamroller.
steamroller.
I think
Kill
I'd
you
do the
later.
steamroller because it's not loud, and that's one less sense that I have to
I mean, look,
torture.
pop me like a toothpaste tube.
See, we're both going off theories here that I'll bleed out before it gets to.
That's what I'm
Pass.
thinking. You'll bleed out. Yeah.
I'll bleed out before it gets past my knees, where you're thinking it'll blow up your heart before it gets past your knees. I'm willing to bet that I'll bleed out instead of my heart exploding. Because I'd rather have my nuts chopped off than squished.
I want to say a wood chipper, you'd probably get up to the waist at least.
That's fine.
I think you
Oh,
do.
I get that part. You bleed out pretty
Yeah,
quick.
That's if the sheer pain of either of these wouldn't kill
Oh,
you
you,
instantly.
you,
I mean,
died from
Almost
Okay,
immediately pass out.
Let's be completely honest. The second it gets up to your foot, you pass out. No matter which one of them it is, the pain would make you pass out.
if I'm going to wake up, in either of them, it's going to be wood chipper for me.
Would you rather be forced to watch My Little Pony for 24 hours or have the same theme song stuck in your head for the rest of your life?
Well, the first one isn't even torture for Drake. That's his fucking Sunday.
Yeah, I would watch My Little Pony. I don't give a fuck. 24 hours.
What was the second option?
I've got
Have a theme song stuck in your head for the rest of your life.
The rest of your life is pretty long.
My Little Pony for 24 hours. Just get it over with.
Yeah.
Rip it off like a Band-Aid.
Would you rather fight a bear or a lion?
Those are both pretty
A
bad
lion.
choices.
I would fight a lion.
bear.
Bears are like
Uh,
the world's most apex predator.
I'd fight a lion, and here's my reasoning. Bears are more flexible. If I get on a lion's back, it ain't getting me off. If I get on a bear's back, that motherfucker can reach back there and rip me off.
Yeah.
See, I'd fight a bear, but primarily because I think I could win via guerrilla tactics.
I just think I can I just think I can out wrestle a lion before I can out wrestle a fucking bear.
I think I could get on the back of a lion better than I can get on the back of a bear, and I would have a better chance of survival because of that.
Bears don't
but
sumo
wrestle the
bears are literally just better predators.
Yeah, bears. But see, bears also primarily fight with their hands, whereas tigers fight with their teeth. I'm happy to give the tiger my fucking arm if it lets me get on its back. Whereas a bear just can sit there and rip you to fucking shreds with its hands.
I'll just sumo wrestle the bear. I'll be fine.
Would you rather jump off a 2-story roof or take a sandwich tackle from 3 rugby players?
Rugby players.
How
Jumping
tall
off
is
a
the roof?
roof does not end well.
It's a 2-story roof. 2
It
stories.
still doesn't end well. I've seen someone jump
just-
off a 2-story roof. It doesn't end well.
Yeah, I'll do 2-story roof.
Yeah, I'll do the rugby players.
I'll do the
There's
2-story.
this guy in my college. I mean, he jumped on the concrete from like 2 stories.
Yeah,
Fucking
that was my next
all
question. What am I
of
landing?
Yeah, that's because they're
How
college.
did he
broken.
fall? Though?
Everything broken. Well, he
What
was
am I landing?
trying to. He was hanging off the ledge.
Yeah,
but
so
trying
he
to take
didn't
the cop.
fall correctly.
No,
Did he-
but like, are you
that's
supposed
the
to fall
thing.
correctly? I don't think so.
I'd at least bend my
that's-
goddamn knees.
Yeah, you bend your knees and you try and fucking roll through that shit.
You try to absorb as much
Try.
impact as you can hitting the ground.
Try, but is that actually?
Well, he
happening?
obviously didn't fucking try if he broke everything.
Well,
in
no,
his
he
goddamn
did.
body.
He was
I mean,
fucking.
Well, this fucking loser fell off a
Mother-
2-story
mother-
building and
mother-
broke
mother-
all his bones.
My friend
Here's
fell
the
off
thing,
the
I've already
goddamn 2-story
tried.
building in a T-pose. He broke every bone in his body. I wonder
Well, it
if
wasn't my friend. It was this guy that was just trying to hide from the cops. But
He was having
pretty
having
well done.
fun off the high dive and thought the pencil worked the same way on the concrete as it does in the water.
Although if we're jumping in the water, then definitely the building because you'll be.
Well,
So,
the big question is it concrete or is it grass?
if it's grass,
I'll take
I'll
grass.
take
If it's grass, I take the 2-story.
I'd still rather.
Even with concrete, I'd probably take the 2-story.
Oh, well, I guess here it is, right? Would you rather fall 2 stories under concrete or fall 2 stories into freezing water? Literally the next
freezing
question.
water.
Freezing water.
Is
Yeah.
it a frozen solid water or just the top layer is frozen?
I would assume it's just you get in it and it is freezing water. The water's not frozen.
It's
I'll probably die
salt
either
water.
way. So
Concrete,
Okay.
because and I have a reason for this. The freezing water will kill you anyway.
yeah.
If you can't get out of it. No, yeah.
No. Even if you get out of it, like hypothermia will set in quickly.
What am I wearing?
Well, I think the assumption here is that you can get right out of it. and then there's,
What
like,
are you
warmth.
wearing?
Are we talking? It
There's a
also
lot of
depends
ifs
on.
in this scenario.
It also depends on how freezing. If it's only like 32 degrees, which is freezing,
We're talking
you'll be fine.
Antarctic.
Break your bones or risk freezing to death is actually the answer. That's the choices you have between.
I mean,
Would you you don't want to be lonely. Nobody does. Would you rather date only chain smokers or date people with severe OCD?
I already
Chain
smoked, so
smokers.
who cares?
I would date someone with severe OCD because I can't kiss an ashtray, man. I just can't. And to be honest with you, all it means is that I could never live with Blake.
Neither.
It's a would you rather. There's no third option here.
Oh fuck! If I had to, chain smoker.
Would you rather eat 100 ants or 50 beetles? Ants.
100 ants.
Ants.
Can I
Depends.
cook them?
Are they the stink ants?
Are
I
they
just-
dead ants or alive ants?
I would just
Are they
out
dead?
regular brown ants.
Are they
I
dead?
cook them?
No.
Rice, bro.
No, I don't care if I can cook them or not. Are they dead?
No.
No.
You have to eat 100 white. No, okay, no. I'd probably do the beetles one at a time, bro.
Turn into
What-
fear
what-
factor.
What kind of beetle though? Saying just beetle is
Those
very
really
very
big,
broad.
giant, scaly beetles.
It's gonna be one of those fucking giant
It's like a
goddamn dumb
meatball.
beetles.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Here's the big one. This is going to divide everybody down the line. Would you rather
This is
be
the one we
married
end
for
up
the rest of your life to someone who looks 12 or someone who looks 80? And they will never change how they look. The rest of
This-
their life, they look 12 or they look 80.
I don't think
Basically
I can
do it.
answer this
Are
one.
they both of age?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they look
So-
12 or they look 80.
So do we want to date Ariana Grande or Betty White? I think I'd have to go for Ariana Grande, even though she's like 30. She's
I'd go
12.
for I'd go for the one that looks 12 over the one that looks 80.
Yeah, you're on a list.
Yeah, you get looks, but she's legal and I've got documentation. And
You've
that's-
got documentation. So this woman who looks 12, when she's 80.
Sorry, officer.
People are gonna
Here's your
believe that.
papers.
Here's some foreign papers, sir.
Excuse me.
look,
Show
on
me.
the plus side-
Show me your papers. Where is
there's
my
some-
papers?
See, there's a benefit to both of them because both of them you get discounts at restaurants. And the movie
Oh,
theater.
no.
And the movie theater.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
What does the one that looks 12-year-old call you dad?
That-
Inside joke from yesterday.
Don't bring that back up. That is no.
Oh no.
Can we go to the movies, Dad?
Don't.
Oh no.
They only
Can I
call
eat
you
off the
dad when
kids'
they're mad
menu,
at you.
Dad?
Out of context, it sounds so much worse than it is.
No, it's bad in
Foxy,
context too.
Foxy, they
It's
only
really bad
call
in
you
context.
dad when they're mad at you.
What?
Because they know it
It's
bothers
probably
you.
worse in context.
Guys,
It's not worse in context. One gets a span from YouTube, the other doesn't.
Did I ever tell you guys that story about it's kind of relevant here. But Angela, you've all seen Angela. Angela looks very Asian, right? She is Asian. Her mother is 100% Asian. Her dad is 100% white. And there was one point where people actually called the cops on her dad because she threw a fit when they were trying to leave the car. So he picked her up to take her into the store, and they thought that he was kidnapping her because he's white and she is a tiny Asian girl. And so the cops got called, and he actually had to show documentation that she was his daughter because they just don't look similar at all, because 100% Asian, 100% white apparently make more Asian-looking children. But
Genetics.
Hypothetical.
the reason why I bring it up is because it would just be funny, because then if the one that looks 12 fucking gets mad at you, boy, they can fuck your life up.
Could you imagine dating a
Stranger danger, I don't know you! Because you're fucking 60 and she looks 12.
and you get DCF called on you? Could you?
Because that's the real thing, right? We're thinking about our age now, dating somebody who looks like we're 12. Think when we're 50.
We're just
Could
really
be a bad
lucky.
time.
Yeah, we're just really lucky, you know?
The Hugh Hefners of our era. Yeah.
You know what they say about those middle school kids.
No, we wouldn't be the Hugh
my
Hugh
God.
Hefners of our era. We'd be the fucking Jeffrey Epsteins of our era. She looks 12.
Oh.
I have a hypothetical.
Yeah.
If you had to be haunted by a ghost for the rest of your life, but could choose which dead person the ghost would be, who would you choose as your ghost?
Grandpa.
You want your grandpa to haunt you?
He has wise shit to say.
Let's add an addendum that they follow you everywhere you go.
Oh my god.
They're always
Well,
with
obviously,
you. Oh,
'cause-
fuck.
Grandpa,
Yeah,
you're like
Because
this.
you are being haunted. It's not your house. It's not a piece of technology or something that you have. It's you. You were being haunted. It'll be with you forever.
I'd have to go with Helen Keller because she couldn't.
Couldn't see or hear me. She could just sign angrily at you.
Yeah. She wouldn't know where I'm at because she can't see as a ghost, right?
That's
how
a
that
really
works.
good fucking answer.
Hitler.
Would you?
Go back to Hitler again?
Hitler.
Drake wasn't here for the Hitler discussion. We got to bring it back.
Because
Okay.
I could torture him.
Would you
I mean,
rather
if we're
have
talking about people who you don't want talking, bro.
Let's bring Hitler
I don't
back and
know.
make him look at fucking
Who else?
My
Who
Little
else would be
Pony
really
porn.
silent? Other than Helen
I-
Keller, who else would be silent?
Well, they have to be blind too, so they couldn't follow you.
No, they could follow you, I guess,
But then they can move stuff, and do the spooky movie
I mean,
stuff.
Helen Keller's gonna fuck up your room because she can't tell what the hell she's doing.
Well, she can't
And
If,
find
Frank-
if
me.
I had to give a serious answer, it'd probably be like Socrates, because he
no,
could
it'd
teach
be
me how
Anne
to.
Frank.
He.
And Frank could.
I think that'd just be fun.
I think, right?
Fucking wrestling philosopher.
Would you rather
He could probably show me some moves.
be able to survive any injury or fall, or be able to pull out any Acme Corporation product from your pocket at will?
Acme Corporation product.
No, I've seen.
What the fuck is
I've
an
seen what
Acme
happened to Wile E.
Corporation
Coyote.
product?
I am falling.
Yeah.
The falling one.
Well,
Survive
Wile
any
E.
fall because I can make money off of it.
Well, Wile E. Coyote. You've seen Wile E. Coyote cartoons and shit, right?
Yeah.
All that fucking shit he buys or whatever, like the
Yes,
rockets and the
yes,
TNT
but he
and
should
the
die from
parachutes.
it. Yeah, but he should die from those. It doesn't say anywhere where you're immune to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's the thing: the Acme products would work under cartoon logic.
I don't think they would.
You don't think they would?
No.
I think they would.
You're still a human though, so you'd still work under human logic.
Yeah, I think you're just pulling out an Acme version in the real life. Or
Oh,
I mean,
I just,
Acme.
I just
real
wanted to
life
do the
version.
Acme tunnel thing.
Would you rather marry Demi Lovato or Selena Gomez?
I don't know enough about either of them.
I'm
looking at both. Hang on.
I had a very big crush on Selena Gomez growing up, so I'm always gonna go with Selena.
Okay, she looks like
I'll
she's
probably
12.
her.
Got it.
Selena Gomez.
You
is
probably saw a picture of when she was 12, because that's kind of when she was popular.
Yeah, well, she's got music now, and some of her music is good, but she hasn't produced a single, as far as I know, in years.
Demi Lovato looks very bland. And she
Would
also
you
has an ass chin.
I'd probably go Selena Gomez.
I'm trying to find like an adult picture of her.
Bustin' Flow or Bustin' Caps? This one's a fun one.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Selena Gomez, even though she. Yeah.
She was in Spring Breakers, I think, with what's his name?
No idea, never seen it.
Nope.
Me neither.
Would you rather be a famous rapper or a famous mobster? Notorious mobster.
Mobster.
Rapper.
Hey, fucking here, you know.
And did I
Gotta go
die
back.
from?
It's a callback.
Mobsters are cool.
Ew.
Mobsters are cool, but they don't really exist anymore, you know?
Well, they all
Yeah,
got
am I a present day mobster, or did I like die from some shit like 50 years ago?
You're present day mobster.
And I'm notorious, so which means I'm rich, and I don't have to rap. So
But you probably have. Well, so the question becomes like, would you rather be like Eminem
illegal,
or
would you rather be an illegal millionaire or a legal millionaire? That's pretty much what's coming down to.
would you rather be Eminem or a Colombian drug lord?
Eminem.
It's a hard choice, and it shouldn't be.
Drug lord.
Seth, did you switch your
Get some
microphone?
static over there.
Oh, it's my microphone freaking the fuck out.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think your microphone's coming through a different thing now because you got a bunch of static now. Would you rather be killed in a Saw movie or a Final Destination movie?
Ooh, Final Destination.
Saw a movie.
Final Destination. I'd rather it be an accident.
It would be an accident. It would probably be quick.
Yep.
Yeah, but it would be horrifying.
And I likely wouldn't see it coming.
Yeah. Added benefit.
Yeah,
Would you rather die in a horrifying yet known way or an unknown horrifying way?
Unknown horrifying way, obviously.
Maybe it'll be named after you.
No, but like nobody knows how you died, but it was horrifying.
I'd still like it named after me.
Yeah.
I'll write a letter. Before I die.
Would you rather never play computer games again or never watch any video on a computer again?
Just
still-
put the video on the computer because you could still watch it on the TV.
Yeah.
It's still fucked.
Yeah, it's still fucked.
Yep.
I mean, that's a nice loophole.
Exactly. Well, since Seth's microphone's fucked, we might as well wrap things up. We're already at 1 hour 45 minutes.
And it's been much more interesting than the TF Wanda podcast, if nothing else.
Oh, that was a good podcast.
Seth's giving up. He's throwing his hands up. He's done. It's like, fuck this. I hate everything. All right, well, I've closed the website, so there's no more Never Have I Ever or Would You Rathers from me. Somebody else is in charge of
Maybe it
figuring out
works
the
now?
now. Yeah, you're good.
It does work now, yeah.
just have to unplug and replug it back in or something?
I had to do a lot of shit. It's probably still gonna fuck up later.
I mean, it lasted a great long while before then.
Yeah.
So-
if I even move it slightly, it freaks the fuck out.
Does anyone here even have New Year's resolutions at all? I don't.
I want 2 fat
Make
bitches
my
and some chips
dick
to feed the fat bitches.
bigger.
2 fat bitches and chips to feed the fat bitch. That's also my resolution, actually. Now that I think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, at the same time, have them feed each other with the chips. Want Cheetos? They're gonna have Cheetos fingers.
Hot
Super
Cheetos.
sexy. Hot Cheetos.
I want a girl to lick my cheater fingers, bro.
That's your New Year's resolution.
My cheater fingers.
My cheater fingers. That'd be really hot. Just be eating some Cheetos, fingers for you. Don't even
What
have
about
to be
some-
sexual, bro. It just has to be like, thanks.
Cheeto toes. She'll eat it off your toes.
Oh, dude, I'd pay good money for that.
Just stick your dick in the Cheeto bag.
No! No!
No, let's not ruin the Cheetos, bro.
It's gonna ruin them for you.
I'm
Just
trying some
she'll
of those
enjoy more
Cheetos
now.
too, dude.
Flaming
I'm
hot
trying to get
Cheetos.
Some of those Cheetos.
Flaming hot Cheetos just sounds like
I'm
a
not sticking
terrible
my
idea.
dick in no flaming hot Cheetos bag.
No, but see, that's when she just fills her mouth with milk and gives you a blowjob.
No!
And it's just like, no, this is just like, no, this.
I'm
then
cutting
it's
it
just
off!
like,
I'm turning off the fucking stream!
I still got mine going.
Cutting it off! We're
Go on,
done
go on,
here!
go on.
But when it's
Look,
That's
I'm
why
not
the audio is off! They can't hear you anymore!
when it's in her mouth, you get relief. But when she takes it out, it gets burning. So you're getting the best of both worlds.
Just have her put a few wintergreen mints in her mouth before she go out. So that's the same thing.
Just get her to give you a hand. Just get her to give you a hand job
Hand
with
job
fucking
with
icy hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
God, wasn't that Daniel Sloss that? Yeah, it was. It's fucking
put
Daniel Sloss that was mouthwash.
on your dick.
Yeah, he put some mouthwash on his dick.
I feel like that would give you
And it
chemical
burned
more
so
than anything.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, I thought it would taste very good for my significant other, and so it was the only thing in the bathroom. I needed a moment, so I just took a bunch of mouthwash and just threw it all over there, and apparently it burned so bad he had to go to the hospital.
No, that's not
I thought that was
all that's literally in it is alcohol.
it. No. He was washing his dick in the sink
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
to freshen up, and he looked at the mouthwash and he's like, "That tastes better than penis." And right.
Soap. And
So he splashes a little down there, and there's a burning sensation. It was kind of like cold and hot at the same time. I forget the analogy he used, but
probably a hand job with icy hot.
You ever get icy hot on
Just Mike's just cut out.
Yeah, but he's dead again. It's sad. It's
But
not
then he
it's
went-
not even staticky this time. You literally just sound
but
like
then
a
he went to
mile.
his lady friend, and she got down on her knees and started to
Fellatiate, yes.
yes
Suck his tongue.
and she looked up. just shrugged and went back at it.
All right.
Neiman, I want to W the King of Subtlety today. Congratulations.
You what?
I'm going to W the King of Subtlety for your amazing, subtle wording around every little topic.
Dick!
Suck his dick.
All right.
You come into my house. Suck
Call
my
me
dick. And call me gay?
All right. So since we're gonna be done with the podcast, I'm gonna end it the only way that I can.
Are you still streaming?
Oh yes, I will stream after this, but we're killing the podcast because I'm actually gonna do something, video game of some sort. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna share the screen.
While we're talking about being insensitive to people, Blake, do you still talk to that one chick I pissed off that one day?
Oh no, she got upset because her house is a mess. And so I'm like, hey, I'll help you clean a little bit, but you got to do some stuff too. Like it's like one thing, like pick up like a bag, like a chip bag or whatever, and just throw it away, like something small. Get in the routine. And she's like, well, I can't even walk sometimes. And I'm like, well, I'm not saying when you can't walk. And then she made the illusion that she can't walk ever, and she compared herself to someone without legs trying to run a marathon. And I'm like, well, if someone without legs wanted to run a marathon, they just do it in a wheel. Like they'll find a way to do it if they want to do it.
I mean,
You teaching somebody how to clean is really interesting to me. The irony is
No,
not.
I wasn't. I was going to help her, but like
people without legs have run marathons.
well, they can have prosthetics.
People.
And stuff.
Some of them have won.
Yeah, but he's saying if they want to do it, they're gonna find a way. She didn't want to do shit.
And
She's
she
a lazy
wanted-
bitch.
And then I'm like, well, you know what? I've seen you move your legs. You can move. And she's like, are you saying that I can move my legs? And I'm like, yes. And then she got pissed and hasn't talked to me since. Because I said she could move her legs.
How dare you say I have functioning legs?
You just gotta walk into their den and be like, damn, bitch, you live like this.
That bitch ain't got no legs. Ain't got no legs.
But yeah, I was just trying to like give her some motivation to like kind of get in a groove to start cleaning stuff, and like I would help her. But she was insistent that she is too disabled to clean anything. So
I'm too lazy to clean anything.
All right,
well,
this is how we're ending the podcast.
Oh god, yeah. Here we go.
Hold on, I gotta get rid of this fucking Captain Price shit that's up here. I don't know why this is doing this. There we go.
Who wants to do like 12 whippets then fuck up a Walgreens?
Fuck up a Walgreens.
So good.
I'm gonna have Foxy's Twitch in the description.
Please never post this. Do not post this.
It's going up. It's going up.
Oh, no.
It's gonna go
It's
viral.
going up.
Put it up.
No.
It's going viral.
It's going up. So yeah,
I'm yelling timber.
put his Twitch in the because this is ultimately this is just to get Foxy some Twitch views.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will get canceled by every fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Canceled. But yeah, I'll put his Twitch up. Anyone else want their Twitches up? I can put everyone else's Twitch up.
I don't want anything about me on here.
www.Neiman/Twitch/www.com.
Do you remember when you fucking were like, just go ahead and see me at www.twitch.www./Neiman_.com. And I was like, it's not your address. And oh yeah, it's not.
Okay, I'm not putting Eamon's up.
Say goodbye, Poplar.
Yes, have the dog go say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
God damn, I'm a retard.
There it is.
That's how we're
Monetization.
ending right there.
Hardcore. Yeah.
That's
God
it.
damn, I'm a retard.
That's it.
Boom, we cut it
Alright.
off.
Boom, right there.